Morning. So it's Saturday, April 13th here in Rusty, Rhode Island. So we're inside of the cab of the 48 Chevrolet Golf truck. And I've been soldering the wiring to get it tightened up. Got new bulbs the other day. It's amazing that 3 light bulbs cost me $14 for 3 light bulbs. It's crazy. So once I solder it, I use the bead sealer, which is the same as the liquid electrical tape, and I just paint it over, just holding this paper underneath so that I don't spill it all over the seat or on the dashboard or something. Sometimes you get drips. Looks pretty good. So now I'll let that dry a little while, and I'll put some regular old black tape around it. But what I find is if you use that, it seals. Soldering makes the best connection, and then you seal it with the uncured rubber and tape it up for protection. But that keeps the wire from getting that green color on it. $14 for 3 light bulbs. I used to buy a whole tray for 8 with 10 bulbs. It's just getting crazy. So I got the lights working. I'll give you a little view of them. So I cleaned up the grounds, and I did kind of the same thing. I cut the original wiring off. Then I showed you guys, I believe, that I painted the wires with the liquid electrical tape and then wrapped them with black tape. So I made what's called pigtails out of the original wiring, and then added to that inside with some new wiring. So I'm well protected. I was thinking, when I worked in an electrical shop, guy came in with a 52 Chevrolet Deluxe 2-door, and it was all burned up under the dash, and it had burned up the windshield and everything. And when I got the work order, it was said that the original wire had caught on fire. And this cloth wiring, this is about the size of the gauge. And these were good wiring back in the day, but when you take and convert a car, first off, you're converting it up to 12 volt. And even though he changed all the light bulbs and everything, by not changing the wiring, the old wiring breaks down. The insulation kind of pulls off of it. I mean, it's basically tar with cloth wrapped around it. The age has just killed it. Yeah, it just, poor guy, he painted the car. They dropped a 350 small block. I mean, the guy spent a lot of money on that car and didn't change the original wiring. When I started getting into the trunk wiring, it was like, oh my God, it was like 6 pieces of wire put together as one with Scotch locks, which is the worst connectors in the world. So you see what's going on here. I'm going to be taking this old girl out for a ride. Everything under the hood is completed. Got my registration on order. I just got those in the mail. $17 to register this for a year and 2 years in Rhode Island. It's one of the few things that I can say doesn't make me mad about Rhode Island, because my other pickup truck's like $77. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back up in there. Eventually, I think I'm gonna order a piece of the. I'm gonna order a headliner. You can see the headliner in the back is still there, but I took the piece down in the front, and that's metal. So I'm going to order one of those cardboard headliners to stick up in the front section, and then I'll be able to put I got all the trim that goes around the windshield and everything. I'll be able to put all that back on. I'm going to be working on the interior on this thing. Even getting that thing where Lucky chewed up my seat. Little Lucky, the terror dog, chewed up my seat. See what's going on here, guys. Good thing I love that dog, man. I won't see it. They'll get me for animal abuse. Talk to you later. Out from Rusty Rhode Island.